So guys, we're going to start sat down. If you just come slightly forward of your seat and have your feet with a little gap between them, so you've got a sturdy base of support there. So here, we'll start with the shoulders relaxed down the back. When you next inhale, open out your arms to the sides and look to where the wall and ceiling meet. Then exhale, wrap your arms around you. Give yourself a nice big hug. Then we inhale to open, shine that heart forward. Exhale, cross your arms the other way and give yourself a nice big hug, looking towards your belly button. And again, inhale, open, exhale, wrap around. So keep going, following your breath pattern. Now here we are both extending and flexing the spine, and it's a great exercise to do when you're sat in front of a computer for long periods of time, just because we're getting the spine nice and mobile. Lovely, guys. So keep going, and when you inhale and open, imagine you're holding a pencil between those shoulder blades. And then you drop the pencil when you curl up like a ball. So just give me one more on each side. And close. And then restack from tail to head. Lovely, guys. Now just place your left hand on your hip. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Plant that right sitting bone down. And we exhale to flex over straight to the side. Inhale back up, exhale to lower. Now the other side, we inhale and reach. Plant that left sitting bone and we flex over like we're between two panes of glass. Inhale back up, exhale down. Now change sides. Inhale and reach. We flex over, that bum cheek does not lift up off the chair. Inhale back up and then down. And last time, we reach up to the ceiling, planting that left sitting bone. We flex between that double glazing. Inhale back up and then down. Lovely, guys. Now here we're going to do our spine twist. Nose stays in line with your breastbone. Place your fingertips behind your ears and slide those shoulders all the way down your back. Now here, we inhale to prepare. Exhale and rotate to one side. Nose stays in line with the breastbone. We inhale back to the start, ensuring those shoulders stay down your back. We exhale, rotate the other way. Inhale back to the start. And again, exhale and rotate. Inhale back to the start. So keep going and just focus on growing taller as you rotate. So imagine you at the top of your head is spiraling to the ceiling. Those shoulders stay down, you just grow taller through the top of the head as you rotate. Lovely. Give me one more on each side. We're just waking up those side abdominals, those obliques, and we come back to the start and then lower your arms down. Now here, elbows in a 90-degree bend, palms facing up. Those elbows are glued to the sides of the ribs. So drop those shoulders down your back. We inhale to prepare. Now exhale, send your fingertips to the sides of the walls, but those elbows are staying at home. And we inhale to close. So we exhale to open, glue those elbows to the sides of the ribs, and we inhale back. So keep going. And again, when those fingertips want to party with the walls, feel your shoulders open. And we can hold that pencil between the shoulder blades on that exhale. So the more of the tug of war between the elbows wanting to stay at home by the ribs, and the more the fingers reach to the side walls, the more we get to open up those shoulders and work those muscles between our shoulder blades, which typically are long because we're slumped over a laptop. So here we're just strengthening them up. So let's go 3 and 2 and 1. Lovely. And then we can just lower the hands down. Now guys, we're going to check in with our Pilates breath as this breath pattern helps us do the exercises, okay? So here, I just want you to place your hands right bang on the sides of your rib cage And just relax those shoulders for me. Now here, on your next inhale, breathe in through your nose and into the sides of the rib cage. And then exhale like you're blowing out 10 candles on a cake in front of you, letting all the air out. And again, inhale, breathe through the nose. And exhale, blow out those candles. So keep going. On the inhale, your ribs open out like an accordion to the sides. And we keep blowing out those candles. Lovely, guys. So the rib cage pushes the hands out to the sides as they open out. Lovely. Keep going. And now just slide your left hand to below your belly button. Now when we blow out those candles, we're engaging our deepest abdominal muscle called our transversus abdominis, or TVA for short. And that's a giant corset-like muscle that wraps around your waist like a giant belt. So when you exhale and blow out those candles, the TVA engages and it tightens around your waist, flattening your stomach. Okay, so if you can't feel anything happening in your core at this present moment, just picture 20 candles on that cake in front of you. So the stronger the exhale, the more we have that TVA connection, okay? To be honest, on your exhale, I want you sounding like a deflating airbed, one that you're squishing the air out of because you want to pack it away quickly. So it's an audible exhale. Shh. Lovely, guys. So keep going. And now we're going to add our pelvic floor to our exhale. So ladies, you're patiently waiting in the toilet queue because we all need a wee. So we're holding our bladder. So we want that lifting sensation in our pants. That's our pelvic floor at work, okay? Now, gentlemen, you are on the beach and you are walking into the water and you're just at that point where the water is at the top of your thighs. And then you're going to take that next step. So essentially the water will cover your junk, right? So that's also, you will have that lifting sensation in your pants when that happens. We all want that pelvic floor connection. We just think about it slightly differently. So we just want a gentle lift of the pelvic floor. So that equates to imagining there's a tissue box by your side. Your hand reaches for the tissue and pulls it out of the box. That gentle lift is all that's required from your pelvic floor on your exhale. So let's put it all together. When you next exhale, blow out the candles, gently lift your pelvic floor, feel your stomach flatten, and then inhale, release everything and breathe into the sides of the rib cage. And again, exhale, blow out the candle, pelvic floor lifts, stomach engages, and then you inhale, release everything and breathe into the sides. So guys, that's our Pilates breath that will help us do the exercises. And now we're going to use it so we can lose the chair. So here, I'll just park this over here and I'll make my way down to the mat. Now, with your towel, just fold it over a couple of times. So when your head rests on it, your eye gaze is directly up at the ceiling. So if your eye gaze is towards your knees, your towel's too thick. I don't want a pillow. We're not at a spa session. And if your eyes gaze is above your head, then you need to thicken it up and fold it over one more time. So eye gaze directly up at the ceiling. And now we're going to just focus on our neutral pelvic position, which has this natural curve. So here, I'd like you to place your hands underneath the small of your back in that natural curve and find a comfortable position for your shoulders. Now with your knees bent, I want you to imagine that your feet are super glued to the mat. The mat is also glued to the floor, so everything is stuck down. But you try and fail to lift up both feet, but they're glued down, but you give it a good go. And then you release. You are now in your neutral pelvic position with a natural curve in the small of your back. Now here, just inhale and lift your right leg into tabletop, so your knee is above your hip, shin is parallel to the mat. And then exhale, straighten your leg and send it out on a diagonal. We inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale to extend the leg and lower it slightly. So keep going. We exhale to extend and lower. Inhale back to tabletop. Nice, guys. Now, if you have any tension in your neck and shoulders, please let that go. Now just pay attention to the pressure between the small of your back and your hands. We want it to stay the same. So when you extend your leg and lower it, if you find that your back starts to arch and lift away from your hands, don't lower the leg as far. We want to keep our spine and our pelvis in neutral, keeping the same curve and not increasing the arch. Nice, guys. Now the final thing I want you to focus on, when you straighten your leg and lower it, I want you to imagine that you are pushing a wall of marshmallow away from you. Okay, so imagining that resistance just helps switch on your thigh muscles, and also I want your glute, your bum involved on that lead leg as you push that wall of marshmallow away from you. So we go 3 and 2 and 1. We inhale back to tabletop and then lower the foot down. Now we change sides. So inhale, lift your left leg into tabletop. We exhale to extend the leg and lower. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale to extend and lower. So keep going. Relax the tension in your neck and shoulders. Now just check. Is the pressure between the small of your back and the hands the same? If not, don't lower the leg as far. And just imagine that wall of marshmallow that's invading your bubble, and you have to push it away from you each time you blow out those candles on the exhale. So just switch on all the muscles in your thigh. Feel your glute work as you push that wall of marshmallow away from you. Lovely, guys. And just gently lift that pelvic floor on your exhale. So let's go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We inhale back to tabletop and then lower the foot down. Now here, if you just have your arms long and by your sides, we're going to focus on our imprint position for our pelvis. So just imagine you have a little blueberry underneath the small of your back. We inhale to prepare. Then exhale, engage those abdominals and try and squish that blueberry underneath the small of your back. Then we inhale to release back to neutral pelvis, restoring the natural curve. And again, exhale, engage those abdominals, lower the small of your back down to the mat. We inhale to release back to neutral. And again, we exhale and imprint on that blueberry. Now hold it here and just tap the tops of your thighs and your glutes. We want these muscles to be nice and relaxed, and we just want to imprint using our abdominals. We inhale to release back to neutral. And one more time, exhale and imprint, and just feel your pelvis rock back to the mat towards your nose. And then you inhale to release back to neutral, and it rocks back to the start position. Nice, guys. So now we're going to work on our imprint here. So I'd like you to overlap your hands, one on top of the other, place them behind your head, elbows are just off the mat, and drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Now here, we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale and imprint on that blueberry. Leave your head on the mat. On your inhale, just give me a little head nod. Then we exhale, curl up, lifting the head and shoulders off the mat and look straight between your thighs. Now just hold this position here, so keep breathing for me and just make sure that your shoulders are dropped away from your ears. I don't want your elbows to open out to the sides at all. They don't open out. We just drop those shoulders away from the ears as if we're making room for long dangly earrings. So we inhale here. And then exhale, just lower your head and shoulders back down. And release your pelvis back to neutral. and again. So we inhale to prepare. We exhale and imprint, squishing that blueberry. Inhale, leave your head on the mat, give me a little head nod. We exhale, curl all the way up, drop those shoulders away from the ears. Now here, we're going to inhale, lift one leg into tabletop. We exhale to extend the leg and lower, pushing through that wall of marshmallow. Inhale back to tabletop. We exhale to extend and lower. So keep going, blowing out those candles as you push that wall of marshmallow away from you. Now, if you feel tension in your neck and shoulders here, please lower your head and shoulders back down to the mat. Keep the imprint and just work the leg just like we did before. But if you're okay, curled up, keep going. And on your exhale, I want you to pull your belly button down to the mat. So we want nice flat abdominals here. Lovely, guys. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1. We inhale back to tabletop, lower the foot down. Exhale, lower the head and shoulders down. Release back to neutral with a natural curve. Lovely, guys. Let's go again. So elbows just off the mat, shoulders dropped away from the ears. We inhale to prepare. Exhale and imprint on that blueberry. Inhale, give me a little head nod. We exhale and curl all the way up, looking straight between the thighs. Drop those shoulders down away from the ears. We inhale, lift the other leg to tabletop. We exhale to extend and lower the leg. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale to extend and lower. Lovely. Keep going, blowing out those candles. Pulling that belly button down to the mat as you exhale. And keep pushing that wall of marshmallow away from you. Lovely, guys. So we go 3 and 2 and 1. We inhale back to tabletop, lower the foot down. Exhale, lower the head and shoulders down to the mat. Lovely, guys. Now here, I want you to slide your head pad above you as we do not need it for our hip rolls. Now, if you bring your feet together for me and close to your seat. Now here we're going to walk out the heels to the sides just once and then align the toes to the heels. Now your feet are hip distance apart. Your arms are long and by your sides, and we're all wearing a medallion, so we're nice and wide across our collarbones to show it off. Now here, we inhale to prepare. Exhale, rock your pelvis back to the mat, press into your heels and slowly peel your spine one link at a time off the mat until you're in a straight line from your knees to your armpits. We inhale here, then exhale, press into your heels, melt that breastbone and super slowly lower your spine one link at a time to the mat, and we return back to neutral. And again, we inhale, exhale, rock the pelvis back, press into your heels. We peel the spine off the mat. Think hips up, ribs down, so those abs are engaged. We breathe into the sides of the rib cage. We exhale, press into the heels, melt that breastbone, and super slowly roll through your spine. Roll over that blueberry, and then come back to neutral. And again, we inhale, exhale, rock the pelvis back, press into the heels and peel up. Now keep those thighs parallel so your knees don't roll in or out. Now just hold it here for me. So keep breathing, abs are engaged, you're breathing into the sides of the rib cage. Relax your neck and shoulders. Let go of any tension there, and we're still wide across those collarbones. Now, without sliding your shoulders down the mat, I just want you to send your knees over your toes. You're just intending those kneecaps over the toes, and you'll feel your glutes kick in a little bit more here. So we inhale, and then exhale, press into your heels, melt that breastbone, and just picture a bike chain We want one link at a time, touching the mat. We roll over the blueberry and then come back to neutral. And again, guys, we inhale. Exhale, rock the pelvis back, pressing into the heels. Thighs stay parallel. You peel up. Those abs are engaged, and we just hold this position, sending those kneecaps over the toes. Now here, I'd like you to just float your arms up on your next inhale, fingertips to the ceiling, palms facing each other. When you exhale, scissor your arms, so one overhead, one towards your toes. We inhale, cross the arms midair, exhale to scissor the other way. Inhale to cross the arms midair, exhale and reach away. So keep going, keep breathing. Reach those arms long and strong. We are trying to draw as big a semicircle as we can with our fingertips in the air. Now, don't let those hips drop. We're staying in this position and we're constantly reaching those kneecaps over the toes. Now, you can stay here, but if you'd like to come with me, just widen your toes out. And when you next inhale and cross the arms, I want you to lift both heels off the mat, and then we exhale and lower the heels back down. So we inhale, lift and cross the arms, exhale to lower and reach away. Lovely, guys. Give me 2 more here. Keep those hips up. And last one. We cross and lower. Now, inhale, just float the arms up to the ceiling. Both heels are down. We inhale, then exhale, press into those heels, melt that breastbone, and super slowly roll through your spine. Roll over that blueberry, and then come back to neutral. Just grab your head pad, place it underneath your head so your neck is nice and comfortable. Zipper your legs together, knees and feet together, and open your arms out to the sides, palms facing down in a low crucifix position. Now here, just inhale, send your knees to the right. Imagine I'm pinning your left shoulder down to the mat and gently squeeze those knees together. Then exhale, come back to the start position. Then inhale, send the knees over to the left, pinning the right shoulder down to the mat. We squeeze those knees. Exhale, come back to the start. Give me 1 more on each side. Inhale, over to the right, pinning the left shoulder down to the mat. We exhale back to the start. And then 1 more time over to the left. Squeeze those knees together. We then exhale, come back to the start. Lovely, guys. Now here, we're going to work on our ab prep pulses. So I'd just like you to overlap your hands, one on top of the other, place them behind your head, elbows just off the mat, shoulders dropped away from the ears, same setup as before. Now here, I'd like you to inhale to prepare. Exhale and imprint, squishing that blueberry. Inhale, give me a little head nod. We exhale and curl all the way up, sliding your lower front ribs to those hips. You look straight between your thighs. We inhale here, and then exhale, lower your head and shoulders down to the mat. Now keep the imprint, so we're squishing that blueberry. We inhale and head nod. Exhale and curl all the way up again, shoulders dropped away from the ears. Now here, we're going to inhale and just lower down 1 inch, and exhale to curl up again. Inhale, lower 1 inch, exhale to curl up. So keep going, nice and controlled. It's a slow movement. I don't want any momentum. We keep blowing out those candles, relaxing the neck and shoulders, and pull that belly button down to the mat. Nice flat abdominals each time we curl up. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1. We inhale and hold. Exhale, lower the head and shoulders down. We can do that again. So return back to neutral. We inhale. Exhale and imprint on the blueberry. Inhale, give me a little head nod. We exhale and curl all the way up. Inhale, lower down 1 inch. Exhale to curl up. So keep going. Little controlled pulses. And just focus on sliding those lower front ribs to those hips. Each time you curl up, pulling that belly button down to the mat. Lovely, guys. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We inhale and hold. Exhale, lower your head and shoulders down to the mat. Nice, guys. So now we're going to work on our back muscles, giving your abs a break. So I'd just like you to roll over onto your front. Now here, just lie down with your head to the side, and now place your first fingers underneath your front hip bones. If there's a gap between your front hip bones and the mat, I would like you to grab your towel and fold it over a couple of times and place it across your front hip bones. If you're using the towel, make sure that it's just on your front hip bones and not on your pubic bone, okay? Some of you won't need the towel. That's absolutely fine. You're ready to go as is. So we're going to do our breaststroke prep number 1 exercise. So hands are to the outsides of the shoulders, fingertips to elbows are down on the mat, forearms are parallel to the edges of the mat, like little mini goalposts. So your nose makes a dot on the mat, and you have a little marble in front of your nose, okay? Now, your abdominals are lifting away from an ice cube underneath your belly button, so your abs are engaged. Now here, inhale, slide your shoulders down your back towards your toes. Exhale, gently roll that marble forward with your nose. Open and lift your chest using your back muscles. Now keep that chin tucked under. I don't want you looking straight ahead. That causes strain in the neck. So keep the chin tucked under. We inhale and then exhale. Reach, reach, reach through the top of your head as you lengthen and lower back down to the mat. And again, abs are engaged. Inhale, slide the shoulders down your back. Exhale, gently roll that marble forward. Press the elbows into the mat. Open and lift the chest. Keep that chin tucked under. We inhale and then exhale. Reach, reach, reach through the very top of your head as you lengthen and lower back down. And again, abs are engaged. Inhale, slide those shoulders down the back. Exhale, gently roll that marble forward. Picture yourself like the carved lady on the front of a pirate ship. Chin is nice and tucked. We inhale and exhale. Reach, reach, reach through the top of your head as you lengthen and lower back down. And one more time, abs are engaged. Inhale, slide those shoulders down your back. Exhale, gently roll that marble forward. Shine the heart forward. Use your back muscles to lift and open up. We inhale and then exhale. Reach, reach, reach through the top of your head as you lengthen and lower back down. Nice. Now overlap your hands. Place them in front of your forehead. Forehead rests on that top hand. Leave your hands exactly where they are and just slide your elbows down and away from each other to stabilize your shoulders. Now send each foot to the corner of the mat so your legs are in a V position. Now flex your ankles and then bring your heels together at that first point that they come in contact. So they move towards the middle of the mat and your feet lift a few inches off the mat and heels are together. Toes are away from each other. They've fallen out. They're in opposite directions. Now here, inhale, slide your shoulders down the back. Exhale, engage your abdominals. And now lift your knees 2 inches off the mat and slowly but surely squeeze those heels together, letting go of any tension in your neck and shoulders. You inhale to lower the knees down, release the squeeze. And again, inhale, slide your shoulders down your back. Exhale, engage your abdominals. Lift those knees up, squeeze, nice and slow to 100% pressure. No tension in the neck and shoulders. We inhale to lower back down and release. And again, exhale, abs are engaged. Lift those knees, squeeze those heels. I want you to be able to crack walnuts with those glutes. That's where we're working. We inhale to lower back down and release. One more time. Inhale, exhale, engage those abdominals, shoulders down the back. We lift the knees up, squeeze those heels together like your life depends on it. We inhale to lower back down. Straighten your legs on the mat. Slide your hands to the outsides of your shoulders, and we're going to push your body off the mat. So we're on hands and knees. Now send those knees as wide as the mat. Toes are together. Arch through your spine for me, and then sit back onto your heels and imagine you're wrapping around a giant beach ball that has just appeared. So you can have your fingertips on the mat looking towards your belly button. Relax your neck and shoulders and just take nice deep breaths, breathing into the sides of the rib cage. And on your exhale, relax. So just take more deep breaths here. If you can't relax your neck and shoulders, you can place your hands to the outside of your feet, palms facing up. So still wrapping around that beach ball, just look to your belly button and take deep breaths, breathing into the sides of the rib cage. We're lengthening our back muscles, using our breath here. Lovely, guys. And on your next exhale, just sit back onto your heels and restack from tail to head. Lovely, guys. Now, if we return down to the mat on our back with our head pad. So I'm going to give you some options here for working your abdominals. So knees are bent, nice and wide across those collarbones, arms long and by your sides. So we're going to keep our head down first. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale and imprint, squishing that blueberry. Inhale, lift one leg into tabletop. We exhale, imprint some more, lift the other leg to tabletop and zipper those legs together. So here, we're just going to inhale to prepare. And now exhale, squeeze your legs together from your toes to your inner thighs. And then we inhale to release. And again, we exhale and squeeze. We're imprinting the whole time. And we inhale to release. Exhale and squeeze. No tension in the neck and shoulders. We inhale to release. So guys, you can stay here at this level. If you want to come with me, overlap your hands, one on top of the other, place them behind your head, elbows just off the mat, shoulders dropped away from the ears. You know the drill. So here we inhale to prepare. Exhale, drop the chin, and then curl up, looking straight between the thighs, shoulders dropped away from the ears. We're just going to hold this position. So we inhale. And now exhale. Everybody, squeeze your legs together. We inhale to release the squeeze. Exhale and squeeze, pulling that belly button down to the mat. We inhale to release the squeeze. And again, we exhale, squeeze. If you have tension in your neck and shoulders, please lower your head and shoulders back down to the mat. And one more time, we exhale and squeeze. Inhale to release. I said one more time, I did lie. We're going to add to this. If you want to come with me, stay where you are. But if you want to come with me, when you next exhale, I want you to squeeze your legs together. And if you want to, you can send your legs out on a diagonal, but still keep the imprint. We're not lifting off that blueberry. Inhale, come back to tabletop. And exhale, squeeze the legs together. Send them out on a diagonal. Inhale, come back to tabletop. 2 more times. We exhale, send the legs out on the diagonal. Squeeze. Inhale, back to tabletop. And last time, we squeeze. Lengthen and lower if you want to. Inhale, back to tabletop. We curl up a touch more. Exhale, lower the head and shoulders down to the mat. Hug your knees to your chest. Treat yourself to a little wiggle side to side. Wonderful, guys. Now here, we're just going to do some side leg lift series. So I would like you to follow the line, the inner line of the mat. So if you follow the inside line of the mat, then you are in a straight line as well. So on your side, your bottom hand can be straight, or you can cup your head, whatever feels comfortable. You can even grab your towel and have that underneath your neck, whatever feels good for you. So here, I'd like you to place your hand on your top hip and just push it away from you. So we want that little mouse hole shape underneath our side here, and your hips are stacked one on top of the other, hand down on the mat. So we're going to inhale, point and reach, toes are reaching to touch the other side of the room. We exhale to flex the ankle and lower back down. Now inhale, point and reach, toes are reaching to the other side of the room. Exhale, flex the ankle, the heel is reaching to the other side of the room. So inhale, point and reach, exhale, flex and lower and reach. So keep reaching and keep going. So lift and lower. Relax the tension in your neck and shoulders. We do not need it. And we only lift the leg up as high as we can keep that mouse hole shape underneath the side. Nice, guys. Let's go 2 and 1. Lovely. Now just bend your bottom knee for me. So the knee's in front, foot is behind the top leg. Hand can be on the hip. We still have that mouse hole shape here. So inhale, lift your leg just to hip height. Your leg is completely straight. We exhale to circle back, inhale to circle forward. So tiny circles here, toes pointing. We don't want any movement in the pelvis, so your abs are nice and engaged. The only thing that's moving is the top leg, tiny circles. Nice, guys. Now we're going to change direction. So we exhale to circle back, inhale to circle forward. You've got a big marker pen on your big toe, and your life depends on drawing circles on the other side of the room. So keep reaching through those toes. Relax the neck and shoulders. Lovely. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. We lower the leg back down. Nice, guys. Last exercise here. Still with the mouse hole shape. Hand down on the mat. We inhale, lift the leg just to hip height. Flex your ankle. We exhale to pulse up. Inhale to lower. That's it. So we keep going, reaching through that heel the whole time. And we just pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lower the leg back down, bend that top knee, and bang on that side glute. Lovely, guys. Now we're going to change direction. So if you just swivel around, again, follow the inside line of the mat. Reach the bottom hand or cup your head, whichever you prefer. Hand on the top hip. We send it away from us. We're constantly reaching this top leg away. Now, hand down on the mat. We inhale, point and reach through those toes. Exhale, flex the ankle, reaching through the heel as we lower. So inhale, point, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, flex and lower. So keep going. No tension in the neck and shoulders. Constantly reaching to touch the opposite side of the room. And on the way up, you can imagine you're wading through treacle, and on the way down, you're squishing a giant marshmallow. So that just helps you work your leg a little bit more. Let's go 2 and 1. Lovely, guys. So we bend the bottom leg, knee in front, foot behind. We inhale, lift the leg to hip height, hand on the hip, pelvis nice and steady. Exhale to circle back, inhale to circle forward. Think of that marker pen on the big toe. You need to draw tiny circles on the other side of the room. Nothing else moves but that top leg, so abs are nice and engaged here. Let go of any tension in your neck and shoulders and keep reaching through that big toe. Nice, let's change direction. Keep the leg completely straight. Keep that pelvis nice and stable. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. We lower back down. Last one, hand down on the mat. We inhale, lift the leg to hip height. Flex the ankle. We exhale to pulse up. Inhale to lower. Keeping that mouse hole shape, reaching through your heel. No tension in the neck and shoulders. We go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lower the leg, bend the knee, bang on that top glute. Lovely, guys. Now here, I'd like you to make your way to a 4-point kneeling position. So on your hands and knees. Now you may not have felt like you worked your back, but we did. So we just want to stretch out our back muscles. So ideally, shoulders and hips are directly above wrists and knees. Have your elbow creases turned in facing each other. Have a nice long neck looking straight down at the mat. So here we inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze your glutes to curl the tailbone under. Lift your belly button up to the ceiling and push the mat away. We inhale to release the tailbone and then come back to the start position. And again, we exhale, scoop that tailbone under. Think angry cat. Top of the head pointing to the mat. We inhale, release the tailbone and come back to the start. And again, we exhale, scoop that tailbone under. Imagine I placed a candle underneath your belly button. You have to lift away from that heat. We inhale to come back to the start. And one more time, think angry cat. So we scoop that tailbone under, pushing the mat away. And we inhale to release and come back to the start. Lovely, guys. Now, what I'd like you to do, if you have your mat, I'd like you to fold over the edge of the mat and place your palms on it, but have your fingers and knuckles off the edge. And you can have your hands slightly forward of your shoulders, okay? So that just helps with your wrist positioning. So if you don't have a mat, no problem. Just have those hands slightly forward of the shoulders. And again, elbow creases turned in facing each other. Now, we're nice and wide across those collarbones. We're still showing off that medallion, looking straight down at the mat with a nice long neck. So just zipper your legs together, so knees and feet together, and curl those toes under. Now, everybody press your little fingers into the mat. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, engage your abdominals and lift your knees just 2 inches off the mat. Nothing else moves. We inhale here and then we exhale and we lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we touch down again. So that's the exercise. Let's go again. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, engage those abdominals, lift the knees just 2 inches off the mat. We hold it here, pressing the little fingers into the mat, nice and wide across those collarbones. We inhale, and then we exhale on a 6 count. We go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touch down. We're going to do this one more time. I'll offer a modification. Take it if you so wish, okay? You need to walk your hands slightly forward or fold over the mat edge if you need more relief in those wrists. So nice and wide across those collarbones, pressing the little fingers into the mat. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, engage your abdominals. We lift the knees just 2 inches and we hold it here. So keep breathing. Stay wide across those collarbones. Press those little fingers into the mat. Now here, guys, if you want to come with me, on your next inhale, lift your right foot just 2 inches off the mat. We exhale to lower the foot down. Now inhale, lift the left foot just 2 inches. We exhale to lower the foot down. Now we hold this position. We acknowledge everything is working here. Shoulders, abs, thighs. Now guys, we're going to lower down on a count of 50. I'm joking. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We touch down, uncurl your toes, sit back onto your heels. Just enjoy this child's pose position, relaxing everything. Take nice deep breaths. And on your next exhale, just slide your fingertips towards you, sit back onto your heels and restack tail to head. Lovely, guys. If you just grab your chair again, I'll do the same. And then again, if you sit at the top of your chair, now here, hands just resting on your thighs. We're just going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest and just look towards your belly button. Abs are scooping in. We inhale here. Exhale, restack your spine from tail to head. Now inhale, gently press your hands into your thighs. Open up your heart, look to where the wall and the ceiling meet. And we exhale and look forward again. Let's do that again. So we inhale, exhale, drop the chin towards the chest. We scoop through the spine, looking towards your belly button. We inhale, exhale, restack from tail to head. Inhale, gently press the hands into your thighs. Shine that heart forward. Look to where the wall and the ceiling meet. We exhale and look forward again. Now close your eyes for me. Relaxing those shoulders, letting go of your eyeballs. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Big sigh, exhale. And again, inhale. Big sigh. And again, inhale. Big sigh. And last time, inhale. Exhale. And guys, we are done. Amazing work. Thank you so much for joining me and have an amazing day today. Take care.